Welcome to Wild Bill's Breaks. We've got special kind of cards here that I haven't seen before. Nate pointed them out to me. Score a Treat. And what they are is Halloween themed cards of the 2024 score set, which I did last time, I believe. Here's what they look like. Just the base card, Justin Jefferson here. And as you can see, it says look for exclusive Halloween parallels. So we'll go ahead and rip this. I feel like it's like a giant Reese cup or something as I do this. But here we go. It's just several packs. So I guess the idea would be you'd get one of these and hand them out to the kids, you know, instead of candy, or also with candy. And it's an interesting way of doing things. 3 cards per pack, so it's going to be a lot of ripping here. And we're starting now to see Drew Brees. So there's a lot of cards in here, too. I think it said 120, I want to say. So 40 packs of 3 cards. And you can see we've got Halloween themed here. Looking for anybody of note. There's some rookies. Drew Brees. So we got orange and green going on. Only one orange, so I'm wondering if that's like, you know, the rarest. Not that, you know, these are really going to blow up or anything. So we're getting some orange and green in here. Cards themselves feel like a thinner stock. It's like 20 point instead of usual 35. So kind of like the old school level of thickness there for cards. There's a lot of these rising stars that are in there. It's just like a portrait of the player. A little bit different. Not recognizing a whole lot of names so far, but I'd be a little worried about passing these out to kids, just because, like I said, it's very thin stock, and, you know, kids get this first, and then, you know, just dump a bunch of candy on them. By the time you open the cards, probably all mangled up. Who knows? Will Levis there. So, kind of explains why there's so many cards in this pack. You know, so many cards in the entire package, I should say. This is Trey McBride. Ed Reed. Malik Neighbors. Trey McBride, one of the few good tight ends out there. Hurt at the moment, I believe. I think he's on his way back. So this is the 100th Wild Bills Break video that I've done. And I know I'm on a pretty small scale. I do appreciate the few who have commented that they like the videos and look forward to the next and support. And 55 subscribers. However, I'm going to probably scale this back significantly. I don't have a patron page or anything like that, and thought about it. I'm not really interested in opening cards for, you know, other people. I want to. There's Jayden Daniels that would be worth holding on to. You know, I want to have them for my own, and then, you know, sell the ones I don't want. But kind of switching gears and thinking I'm only going to buy singles with, you know, every now and then getting a box, because I'm not going to completely stop, you know, collecting cards via boxes, but I'm going to have to slow it down. Really put an exorbitant amount of money into cards. The return on value is just not there, unfortunately. I mean, I love the hobby, but let's be realistic. You know, how often do you get a box of cards and break even? You know, it's like the exception to the rule, really, that you either break even or you get that one hit that's just a monster hit, which I have done. I have gotten some monster hits. I got some 1 out of 1s. I got the CJ Stroud rookie auto in a box of baseball cards, of all things, where he was throwing out the first pitch. Corbin Carroll, 5 out of 5. There's Travis Kelce. 5 out of 5 out of the Topps Bob Ross set. Bob Ross set. I don't know if they're planning on doing another one of those or a one-off, but definitely that would be a great set to invest in. Just hold on to a box for a year or two, and my God, I think those things released at like $200, and now they're like 3 to 4 times as much on eBay. I don't know how many of those they ran. But scaling it back, I don't know how often I'll be doing videos. You know, as it stands right now, I've been kind of, whenever I kind of feel like it. This video in particular, I just happened to see the score treat box at Meijer that Nate had mentioned and thought I'd check it out. So it's fun rip. It says, you know, look for Halloween parallels. I think we're looking at them right now. I don't think there's going to be like a, you know, like a a numbered card in here anywhere or anything like that. I think this is the extent of what we're looking at. Derek Carr. But yeah, I do love cards and all. It was interesting being away from them for so long and coming back to them. And how things have changed. I just feel like there's so much more competition now than there was back when I was originally collecting in the late 80s, late 80s into the 90s and early 2000s. Debo Samuel. That now you've got, you know, so many other games. Obviously, you know, Pokemon. Things like that compete with the sports cards for space. Not to mention, you know, within the sports card realm itself, you've got so many sports now. I mean, there's like Topps Chrome sets for like tennis and soccer and every sport imaginable. And you know, I think I've just been collecting here the past couple years. More so for, there's another good tight end there. More so for monetary value rather than collecting. I mean, I do keep the Otanis and Trouts in my personal collection. I like to go after the Reds. And right now I'm just buying cool parallels to the Reds, like what just came out, Top Sapphire just came out, and just buying some parallels of my favorite Reds players, just because I think, you know, the cards are awesome looking. Not really trying to hold on to anything, hoping it goes up. But I've got a decent personal collection here. I've been continuously going through day by day, doing something with the cards or the other, and got a nice big stack of cards that are low end that I need to put in eBay. I'd really like to, you know, continue doing it, but I'm not a millionaire. I can't, you know, blow $200, $300, $400, $500 on a hobby box, you know, every other week or so, or, you know, how often they're putting out releases. So gonna scale it back. Probably still gonna do a Bowman Chrome here, but not for a little while. So I will get baseball. I will get Bowman Chrome. Don't know when that'll be. And then I don't know about Topps Update. Kind of have to wait and see. You know, I don't know if they've announced the checklist yet, who they plan on having in it. If there'll be another Ellie in there, or, you know, someone else pops out of Schemes. I think Schemes might make his debut in there. we'll kind of just see how that goes. And the next set I'm looking forward to is Topps Holiday, and that's just, you know, right around the corner now that it's October. I think last year it came out, like, actually when it was still Halloween, and those are just really fun. It seems like you can get one of those short prints fairly easily compared to a normal short print in a Topps set. Like, you can get the variants where the guys have Christmas lights and Santa hats, and they're throwing snowballs and snowmen and Christmas trees and all that fun stuff. I think it's a really cool set. I like the idea that Topps does that. But yeah, in the past, my very early days of doing this channel, I'd rip like just an insane amount of stuff, for me at least, money-wise. The early videos where I had like 5 or 6 boxes of like a new release. It's just crazy. Not recognizing any of these rookie names so far. I mean, maybe you've seen somebody go by that sounds pretty good, or, you know, if you could yell at me to double check it, I would. Going through the box fairly fast. I'm kind of worried about even trying to rip these because they're sealed pretty well. And if you really went to town trying to rip it, you'd rip the whole pack of cards, including the cards. So I'm going to have to switch and open from the other end. And that end's torn off. Let's call in the big guns here. Mr. Scissors. There we go. Alright. Nico Collins. He's been doing pretty well for my fantasy team here recently. Kool-Aid McKinstry. I remember seeing him in the draft. Kool-Aid. Peyton Manning. Still no Josh Allen. It's like, is there even a Josh Allen in this set? I've gone through 3 blasters and this box here, and no Josh Allen, which is kind of just what I was aiming for here. Nothing fancy, just, you know, one of your base cards. Zay Flowers, Ray Lewis, Baltimore legend. Yeah, I mean, if I was a kid and I was getting these and I was into, you know, sports and football, I'd be like, oh, sweet, you know. But I just, like I said earlier, I just feel like they're gonna get pretty banged up depending on, you know, the order of candy. It seems like the only rookies, or all the rookies, are designated with, you know, the rookie badge right here in the top corner, and then the rising star. So I didn't see any, like, just base cards with the rookie card badge on it. So it seems like they put all the rookies especially on there. So alternating between the green with the bats and the orange with the pumpkins, which is, you know, pretty standard for what you would expect out of a Halloween card, I guess. You know, Topps has done their own. I think is it update or series 2 when they do the Halloween themed ones is the holiday parallel. And we're down to the last pack here. Alright, so this pack was $23. I mean, it's Meyer. Meyer usually marks the price up for who knows why reasons. But going back through these, looking for him here. Jayden Daniels was in here somewhere. It's going to be probably our big, if you can call it a hit, out of this. There he is. So Jayden Daniels tearing it up for the Commanders. Hopefully he can keep that going. And do appreciate you tuning in again. Like I said, I'll be back with Bowman Chrome at some point. And we'll be kind of intermittent with the videos there. I'm not saying I couldn't return to the huge, big boxes again at some point, but I've got to start thinking about trying to move and getting the debt paid down. So those kind of go hand in hand. So, yep, you'll still see me here and there. And I still look forward to doing the videos for you. I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday here. Those of you enjoying the wild card series, hope your team got through. Game 3 is on right now between Brewers and darn it, why can't I think of the other person now? Why can't I think of the other team? Brewers and Mets. And we'll see how the series plays out. And I'll see you next time.